Welcome back, adventurers, to the third episode of Curse of Strahd. If you remember from the last episode, we left off in the midst of battle, so I won't keep you long. However, I do have a proposition for you. If you help us reach our first goal on Patreon, just $100 a month, and we're only $4 away from that, then you'll get to see weekly gaming episodes, either of Curse of Strahd, my other game, Circus Geeks, or maybe something else that I'll run or even play in. So don't forget, check out patreon.com/theramlingbard, support me for just $1 a month, and get discounts on everything that I make and sell, and also get to see cool behind-the-scenes things. Without further ado, to battle, adventurers! Everyone make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
I rolled a nat 1.
I rolled a 6.
But I'm still outside.
You're still outside, so you actually won't have to do this.
Hey, thank
Kelvin
God.
and Davian as well. I apologize. I said everyone, but really just Artesia and Kaidos. Kelvin
Because we're everyone.
Either way.
Are you telling me I wasted a natural 19 on a con save on one I didn't have to do?
Aw. Yeah, and like I wasted that natural 1. Oh, what a shame.
Right. So Artesia, you are frightened.
Fuck.
You need to move yourself on your turn. You will have to move away from the druid at max possible speed. I'm going to look up the frightened condition real quick, just to read.
Do I get a save before or after?
You will get a save at the end of your turn to try and overcome it. So you will have at least one turn where you have to run.
Ah, okay.
Frightened condition 5E, just to double check. Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of their fear is within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to the source of fear.
I'm sorry, it kind of cut out. So I have to move as far as I can, but can I attack after I'm done moving?
I actually misspoke. It looks like the rule is you don't have to move, but you cannot move closer. And any attacks against the source of your fear, which would be the druid, and any twig blights currently, just the twig blights, so no vine blights. The druid and twig blights, you have disadvantage on any attacks made against them, and you can't move closer to them right now.
Okay.
But you are still free to move however else you wish. I was mistaken on that last part. So that's the druid's turn, the scream of fear, and to the twig blight's turn. These two surround Kaidos and attempt to, or these four.
Four?
This one's not going to be able to get to him.
Oh, are they still in the vat?
There's still some in the vat, but there's only 4 that are out right now.
Okay.
You can see a couple others sticking their heads over the top, though. That's worth noting.
No, I can't see anything, but that's okay.
Well, they don't actually show up on the map. So.
No, I mean I'm outside.
Ah, gotcha. So these 4 swipe at Kaidos, and Kaidos will be missed by the ones that don't have advantage. Come here, dice. Come back.
I need to get you a dice tray.
I can make one, but I do have a great dice tray maker person for if you like dice trays. Like, oh man, but
He needs
talk
a
about him
dice
later.
tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to decide what design I want for myself. Right. So Kaidos is hit twice because both of the ones with advantage were able to get past his armor class. What is your AC? 14? 15?
14?
14? Okay, yeah. They rolled 16 or higher, both of them, with their advantage. So you take...
2.
Close. 6 points of slashing damage.
So,
And that is it for those twig blights. The twig blights outside now.
Mm-hmm.
These move in.
Let me get my pencil so I can write down my
6.
damage.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, move through threats or through their own squares. Yeah, that's
Okay.
not a problem for them.
Oh, you little bastards.
Boop and boop. Now, there's 2 with advantage. That's as far as they can go, though. They can't give any others. So 3 without. 3 rolls without. Let's see here.
Twig blights move faster than I thought they would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've got 30 feet of movement, I believe. Let me double check. Whoop. Accidentally scrolled my screen incorrectly. Good sheet. Apologies. Thank you for pointing that out. They actually only move 20 feet. So let me see. They're not going to be able to get close enough to give advantage, and they can't stop in the same. So you get 3 attacks without opportunity. Only, what's your AC?
Do I have to tell?
I can always just pull up your character sheet.
No, 15.
Okay, only 1 hits. And they hit for a measly 4 damage.
Okay, I'm officially bloodied.
But it's also officially your turn.
Right. I'm gonna hack and slash and then run the hell for the door.
Sure.
I am going for... decent one.
One more time. Sorry, I was looking at my sheet.
How dare you? This one.
Okay, go for it.
First hit. And he'll have my hunter's mark.
Okay.
Oh. 19 plus whatever.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a hit.
Second hit.
Do me a favor for the twig blights at least. If you
Just
hit
roll them
once,
separately.
yeah, do hit damage, basically to hit and then damage. Yeah, please,
Okay.
because these are little.
Oh, well, that's okay. I kind of rolled little. That's a big 9.
That's more than enough to take out a twig blight. So.
Okay, so the other one will go for the one in front of me.
Okay.
And that's a 16.
Absolutely.
Moving my hunter's... No, I can only move it once, so I don't have the hunter's mark. Hold on. Ooh. But that's 9 points.
Nice. Yep.
Okay, and now one guy, him,
That
is
one
going to
there.
get his attack of opportunity as I run in the door. Ah!
Yep. Okay. We'll roll.
I think I went too far. 2, 3, 4, 5,
okay.
6. No, actually, I went just
Nice,
perfectly.
right on the money. He actually rolled a 17, so that's a hit without
Okay.
his bonus. And let's see what his damage is. 3 points of damage.
Okay.
All right.
I would like to take my delayed action now.
Go for it. Let me move your...
Bar the door.
put your new...
Way ahead of you.
Yeah.
Delayed action.
Your new initiative is
You were
now...
worried I was losing it, but I got it.
We'll put you at
But
18.
yeah, I will close the door and bar it. Pretty much as soon as she's clear through, I'm going, come on, hurry.
Sure, yeah.
And as soon as she's clear, that door is closed and barred without a second thought.
Sure. That'll be your action. You've got movement and bonus left. And I need to... One more.
Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3. All right, I've moved in, and that's my turn.
Okay. On to Davian Martikov, who will step over here and say, "Be careful, I'll be right back," and go downstairs. Disappear for a second.
Bye.
You hear Vin, go ahead and make a perception check for me. Since you're in the room, you might be able to hear this. So I'll give this check to you.
22.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, you hear the clinking of glass bottles and him rifling around with something.
Okay, cool.
Artesia.
Okay. So I'm frightened. So like she's looking at the monsters, all of them before her, and she gets like, you could see her back stiffen up a little, and she takes like half a step back, and then she just kind of looks at each and every one of them and puts her hands up and shakingly tries to firebolt this guy right here.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage.
Yes. Okay. Does a 16 hit?
Indeed.
Okay. Let's see. 7 points of damage.
Very nice. Yeah, not the prettiest firebolt you've ever cast. It's not very focused, and it looks like it's gonna miss, but at the last second it arcs and hits this thing and just turns it to ash immediately.
She starts breathing heavy.
Yeah, make another. Well, you still have movement and bonus action. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm gonna take a few steps over here. Yeah, right over here, behind Kelvin, and put my hand on his shoulder and say, good luck, buddy, and cast Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
Good one.
And then, do I roll another Constitution save?
Yes, you'll make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Yay! That is a 21.
Oh yeah, you are fine. You shake off the effects of the fear, and you are no longer utterly repulsed, but just kind of grossed out. Especially by
Okay.
fear. But yeah, your disadvantages and such will now leave you.
Well, he was pretty much gross looking, so.
Yeah, that dude is
mean-
like covered in. He had bugs in his beard and stuff, if I remember right.
Ew.
Yeah.
It was justified.
Was your
Okay.
bardic inspiration to me or Kelvin?
I can do it every bonus action.
No,
So-
you just did it. I was wondering who you did it on.
You were
just now
brave,
to Kelvin.
Kaidos.
Wasn't it? Was it Kelvin or
I
Kaidos?
just
I'm
didn't
sorry.
hear whether it was Kaidos
No,
or
it-
Kelvin.
It was Kelvin.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, because she
Okay.
hid behind Kelvin and was like,
Yes.
yeah, go get him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought she was getting Kaidos before she left.
Oh no.
Okay. So the Vine Blight's turn. You hear pretty clearly one of them thumping on the door, like the exterior door, but then it stops.
Go away, go away.
And let's see here. Okay. That's their turn. Kaidos. To you, sir. In case I cut out there, Kaidos, to you, sir.
Sorry.
No
forgot my
worries.
button. There's one in this square, correct? So there's three in a line right in front of me, right?
No, there is, currently there is these two right here. One directly in front of you and one to your left in front of you, and then one directly below you. For some reason, I need to fix your hold on. That's because for some reason your icon does not have sight. Oh, you should have sight.
You can't see, Kaidos. You're suddenly blind.
Has sight?
What is that behind the other vamp? Oh, that's the Raven. Sorry, never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, sorry. But yeah, there's one directly south of you. I don't know why that's hidden from you on y'all's map. Maybe it's just hidden from the Raven's sight, and that's why I can't see it there. But yeah. There's one right here. And then there are ones here. And here.
Okay.
And you can reach all three of those, Kaidos.
They're just babies. Mush them. Hello, Kaidos?
Sorry, my bad. I forgot the button. I'm gonna smack the one right in front of me.
All right, cool. Roll to heat. Oh yeah, 15. That's definitely a hit. 5 points of damage. The one right in front of you discorporates into a pile of sticks.
Firewood!
Sorry. My bonus action will be a single unarmed attack on that one.
All right, cool.
So I will do that and this.
Nice. Yeah, that's a hit.
Very, very good.
Also dead. All right.
Can I still move?
You certainly can, yeah. This red circle on the ground here is... Oh, I forgot to make that a little bigger. That is the product of Artesia opening up the wine cask and just letting it flow.
Okay, I was going to ask if it was getting bigger.
Yep, I forgot to make it bigger on her turn.
This is the druid, right?
Correct, yeah, and it is... That dotted line designates where the balcony is that runs around this room. So she's elevated... Or he is elevated. She flew out the other druid flew out the other side, but he's elevated about 10 feet up on that balcony. I'm sorry, 12 feet up. Those casks are 12 feet tall.
Okay, well, I would like to go underneath.
Directly underneath, okay.
Yeah, I know it's kind of weird looking, but I'm underneath the balcony.
Sure, all good. I'm going to scooch the druid up, but we'll know that the druid is right on top of you on the balcony. And is that it for you?
Move action bonus, yes, sir.
Cool, all right. The druid's turn. Let's see. Stares at Kelvin, levels a finger, and casts a spell. Let's see here. Druid. Double check, make sure what is prepared here.
He's not prepared.
That is... There's the one. 20-foot square starting from a point within range. Duration. Okay. So grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a just huge radius around you. And for the duration, this radius that I'll draw here in a moment, and it is a fixed radius on the map, it's not focused on you. For the duration, it is considered difficult terrain, and I will need a strength saving throw from both Artesia and Kelvin.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
Oof. Okay. So 20-foot radius.
Hey, Calvin, don't forget you have the bardic
It's not going to help
inspiration.
me on that, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
Like, if I'd rolled something a little more middling, I would try it, but I'm not keen to do it on that.
Gotcha.
Yep, no
But I
harm in
appreciate the
saving
reminder.
it.
Okay. We're gonna make that. Yeah. So that's our entangled area. Let me put that to
Oh,
a
you
different layer.
kidding me? That's that big?
Yep. 20-foot radius focused on the Kelvin
Aw.
point, but it does stop at doors.
Yeah, but no. Shit. Okay.
Does it go underneath the balcony? Does it get me?
Nope. It's a 20-foot radius. It stops like literally right underneath the balcony.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to make the save. Artesia rolled a 14. Let me double check this druid's spell save DC. Ooh, just enough. Artesia, you are not entangled.
Oh,
So,
thank goodness.
these squares will cost you double movement still, but and if you end your turn, let me double check that spell description, because it might be begin your turn. Nope, that's the token. Let's open the character sheet, Greg. Because I don't want to mess that up. Creatures in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. Creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check. It says nothing about these plants possibly entangling you again. It's literally only during the casting. So that's cool. It's just double movement, and that's it. I'm glad that I double checked that, because that would have been way OP.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be difficult terrain, but they will not try and grab you again once you've broken free. So there is light at the end of the tunnel, at least there for Kelvin. And the druid is going to skirt around the balcony.
Oh, bastard!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the raven isn't real, so hand-drawn raven isn't real, so I'm going to move him over there. The twig blight actually does need to make a strength saving throw. This should be cute. Hey, look, a natural 1. What a perfect place for it. So the twig blight's going nowhere.
That's funny.
At least for the time being. And that's funny, because that's the end of the druid's turn. And the twig blight cannot go anywhere or attack anyone from where he is. The ones that are in the barrel can try and move out, but they'll immediately be caught in the entangle. So you see 3 more pop their heads out. I need 3 more tokens. Let me copy paste those real quick. Bop, bop, bop. Did that give me 3 or just 2? No, just 2, because I've got one on the GM layer, so it's hard for me to tell.
Mouse.
Right. So 3 more pop their little heads out. See the vines sprout and see this one get stuck, and they just stay put. So they pretty much hold their action, and who knows if they'll come out from there.
Okay.
And it's now Vin's turn.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
When I measure in the game, can you see it?
If I move,
Sometimes. Depends on what layer you're on.
if I move to here,
Mm-hmm.
can I see the druid? I mean, can I attack him with my bow?
It's kind of a difficult vantage point, but he's also kind of crowded to the front of that part of the balcony, because there's all sorts of barrels and shit up there too.
Right.
So you can see him, and there's not going to be disadvantage or anything like that. I
Okay.
would say, since at least in this instance, it won't work every time, but at least in this instance, if you can see. No, never mind. I was gonna say, if you could see the mini, then it's fine. But you can't see the fucking vine blight that's entangled on the floor in front of you for some reason. So continue. Yeah, you can hit him.
Okay. I have another question first before I actually. Do I have to make a saving throw to? Because I did it as, difficult undergrowth. Do I have to make a saving throw for that kind of thing, or anything when I move into this area?
No, you weren't in the area when the spell was cast, so it's just
Okay.
difficult terrain for you. So it's double movement, because it's not a forest. It's just difficult terrain created by a spell.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to move my hunter's mark onto him.
Onto the
and-
druid, right?
Yep, on the
Okay.
druid. And roll a 22.
Very nice. Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
Okay, good. So that will do a total of 13.
Nice. 13 points of damage.
And if that was a concentration spell, as we've recently discovered, he needs to make a save.
Very correct. Let's see. Is Entangle is indeed concentration. Now, concentration, the DC is, because I think I had posted that. It's
half the damage, or 10 plus
the spell level, I think.
the spell level, I believe.
Well, I think that's only a first level spell.
I think so, but concentration check 5e.
Yeah, it's a first level spell.
Yeah, DC equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher. Interesting.
Okay.
Just either
so
or. So
10.
10 is higher. He's got to roll 10 on his concentration save. And that's a Constitution saving throw. Skills.
Correct.
He has... Why wouldn't he have saving throws? That's a little weird.
Does it at least show his con?
Yeah, it
If he
does.
doesn't have saving throws, then that just means he's not proficient in them, and you go with the straight score.
Interesting. Yeah, normally they list that, but it doesn't look like he has a listed saving throw. He rolled an 11 on the die, plus his con, so yeah, he just barely makes it. But definitely a good point. So he'll take 13 points of damage, and he is not looking good. Not quite bloodied, but not looking good.
Wait a minute. It was 10 or the damage, whichever's greater?
No, 10 or half the damage, whichever is
Oh,
greater.
half the damage. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. And that was, sorry, I started a new song. I got to note this, note the timestamp was about 23 minutes. Okay.
Okay, so I moved,
Hunter's Mark bonus and shot it.
I
That's
had
it.
my Hunter's Mark, because that's a spell I have currently going as a bonus action, which is not a spell. I'm going to put my Slayer's Prey on him.
Well, didn't you use a bonus action already to do the Hunter's Mark?
Ah, crap, yeah, I moved it. Right.
Okay.
You're right, you're right.
No worries. On
Excuse
to
me for a
Kelvin.
minute. I'll be right back.
All right. First thing I will do is struggle against my bonds, cursing plants.
Yay!
Yeah, that definitely does it. You rip free of the plants again.
Overgrowth, plants, vines, give me something that knows fear. And just now he starts trudging up the stairs. At which point I have to ask, the difficult terrain, I imagine, was that just on the ground floor, or did it make its way up the stairs? Did it make its way to the balcony?
It, unfortunately, I don't feel that a level 1 spell has the ability to climb like that, so it is only on the ground floor. It maybe extends to the first step for flavor's sake, but no, once you're on the stairs, that becomes single movement there.
All right. One,
Similarly,
two.
it kind of creeps up like about knee height, maybe, on the sides of all of the wine casks there. But that's about
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
In that case,
When you
I run
when you
up-
say that, give me something that can show fear, or that can feel fear, as you start trudging up the steps, like as you pull your feet out of the vines and step up the steps. You can tell the druid with that arrow now sticking out from one of where his lungs was is looking at you with some measure of fear.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, it's very much a trudging, plodding, angry, just determined, damn near Michael Myers kind of walk.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And he stops right in front and goes, "You'll do." And that's it. Action to break free.
Very nice. Make an intimidate check for me, please,
All right.
with advantage.
Okay. Sounds good.
RT just like looking at you, giving you like 2 thumbs up. Hell yeah.
Even with the digital dice, you didn't need the advantage because you immediately get the natural 20.
Yeah.
It is not hard to see this druid is literally wetting himself before you.
Oh, very cool.
Davian Mardikoff comes rushing out of the glassblower's workshop with just an armful of big bottles. He's like, "I'm here! I'll help! What is going on my floor?" And like tries to slowly work his way over to Artesia. He'll just, that's kind of a double movement, and he's standing there and he just tips a bottle into your hands, and it just looks like a potion with a bright potion bottle with a bright red liquid in it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, more potions.
Right. I raided emergency stores, he says. Oops, I accidentally skipped Artesia.
I like
Sorry.
this guy.
Artesia, on to you.
I gladly take the potion, and I'm like, you know a good lawn guy? And don't wait for him to respond. And I look over at the druid, and let's see. I'm not
Sorry.
gonna wait.
This desk
level
goes bong
2.
sometimes.
I'm gonna try and do chromatic orb on him.
All right.
Where'd it go? There.
On the druid, not Davian, right?
Yeah.
I was like, on him. We say a lot of just general, like, on him. Wait, which him? I don't know. Okay, cool. On the druid.
And continuing the thread, the trend, I'm gonna do fire damage if it hits.
Of course, yeah, naturally.
Oh, does a 23 hit?
Only a little.
Yay. Okay. Oh, sorry. That was the 3d8. Let me roll this one. Sorry, I have one 3d8, and it always gets lost in my bag. Okay, there we go.
It's okay.
Ooh, 8 plus 7 plus 5. 23 damage.
Very nice. 23
Wow.
damage. Well, Kelvin, you say you see the druid wet himself, and then there's a flash of arcane light as this scintillating orb comes flying over and collides with the side of the druid's head. And as it does so, it turns bright orange and just envelops his skull and rolls off and dissipates on the wall next to him, leaving nothing but just a charred black skull sitting atop of his shoulders. And the body goes limp and falls over. The black staff that had been in his hand, however, sprouts roots and simply stands upright in front of you.
Oh, damn.
I yell out, I didn't mean to take your kill, Kelvin. Really don't like that guy.
No. Upon seeing the grisly sight of the flesh melt from his head, I say, "Oh, apparently you won't."
I feel a little bad.
It's alright. Anything else, Artesia?
I'm gonna take a swig of the bright red potion. What kind of potion is it?
Make a constitution. I'm just kidding. You will heal 6 points. I'm sorry, 7 points of health.
Hallelujah. And I'm done.
Alright, cool. The bonus action to consume that, action to cast the chromatic orb, and you're gonna stay put for now?
Yep, I'm staying put for now.
That being said, sorry, when your chromatic orb collides with the druid's head, the entangling vines sink back beneath into the earth of the foundation here. The tiles kind of settle back into place. A few of them still slightly upset, but
Freedom!
yeah. Vine Blight's turn. It is strangely quiet. Kelvin, you're on the upper level there. Let's see. I actually have a separate map for you.
Okay.
If you'll scroll up, you'll see where you ended up, I believe.
Alright, yep.
So you're above the vats there. And the swarms of ravens were not there, but I, obviously wasn't looking at this part of the map either. They're just kind of up in the rafters. They had flown and pecked at the... I say a lot, I apologize. Brain is cooked today. They had flown and pecked at the twig blights as they came out of one of the wine casks there, but otherwise they seem to be just basically staying out of your way. I will say, when the druid dies, the ravens all make a sound that sounds something like applause, like they're mimicking the sound of applause with their calls.
Cool.
I can't make that noise with my voice, I don't think. So I'm not going to try. But, ravens can do crazy mimicry like that. So, but yeah, when the druid go down, it's like a crowd cheering replicated several times over to the nods of birds. Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Artesia gets a shiver down her spine. I don't like that.
And Kaidos, to you.
So that rod is in the ground.
It is
Right where the druid was?
Yeah, it is up
It's
on the balcony.
Okay.
It's up on
Right.
the. I got it.
Is it in front of him or behind him? Was it on the edge of the balcony? Can I see it just looking up? Because he was catty corner from me. He was here at this location.
Yeah, you've got the. It's kind of right. Yeah, here. And yeah, you've got a pretty clear line of sight that as the druid's, head gets melted off and he falls over, the staff looked like it was about to fall at the same time, and then it just totally pulled a Michael Jackson Thriller and went brrr, and stood back up. Kelvin could see that it sprouted roots.
Yeah, don't forget, Kaidos, you have some twig blights there.
Sure, but they're in a basket.
No, they climbed out, didn't they?
No, they did not.
Oh, that's right. They were stopped by the vines. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. There's only the one that's out.
I was doing this because I was thinking it's a straight line between me and that location where that thing was. The staff.
Yeah. I would say
I
so.
was going to throw a dart at it.
At the staff itself? Sure, go for
Yeah.
it. Roll to hit, please. The dart sinks into the wall, kind of close to Kaidos' not Kaidos, Kelvin's shoulder, like thunk. I was gonna note, Kelvin, since you're up here, the Vine Blight's turn did pass, and you can see out this window here. There's two of them. One of them even has its hand on the latch, and it's been frozen like that since the druid dropped. And it's at this point, all of you realize the twig blights in the room are standing stock still. And if it weren't for the fact that you knew that these little shitheads were attacking you, they would look just like bushes again. Like just leafless bushes, just standing perfectly still. But they have all just gone perfectly rigid. Kaidos, anything else you'd like to do?
Well, yeah, I guess I'd like to move.
Alrighty.
Because they're in the barrel, they can't attack me if I go past them.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, they're 12 feet up. They're nowhere near it. The only one that is not is the one that is on the lower left-hand side, which, let me see if I can click on the correct layer.
It's not showing up again.
Yeah, it's for some reason hidden by stuff. That stupid fog of war. So let me just... You guys are in this place. You have killed the druid with the... Sorry, I've got hiccups all of a sudden. Ouch. Oh, come on, machine. I'm just going to...
And Kaidos teleports. Oh.
There we are. Nice and revealed.
Everything.
Yeah.
Sorry, each square is 5, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So now it's 4, 5, 6, 7, and Kaidos is right there. I mean, not Kelvin's right there, isn't he?
He is directly to your... Yeah, here, let me grab you. Boop. If you scroll up on the page itself, it'll take you to the... it's basically the upper floor is above the ground floor, and the basement is below the ground floor as well. There's our turn holders are still there. But yeah, and directly in front of Kelvin is the is where that staff is just standing straight up and down. Little root-like feet.
There was a stairwell where I was.
Or a foot-like root, I should say.
This right here. Come on, click. This right here indicates a stairwell up.
That is that's a different one. That is actually oh, hang on. Let me see.
Is that a third level?
That is a good question.
Because if there was a stairwell over
it's
there,
just a basically
I would have gone up it.
It's the second level still. This part of the, what do you call it? This part of the balcony here is recessed so it can, it's like exactly. So it can get down to the vats, but these just go up to a room over here and a room over here. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sure. No, I see it now. Okay. I'll just do that move.
Kind of
since that's as far as I can go, and I did a little throw attack, and I don't really have anything bonusy to do.
Okay. All right, the druid's turn. Druid is not here. Yeah, the only other one.
It's the staff's turn.
That flew away. Yeah, I suppose technically. Twig Blight's turn. Again, they're perfectly frozen. They don't seem to do anything. Vin, back to you.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll end up on top of Kaidos if I do that. Step back into the puddle and shoot an arrow at the staff.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That sounds kind of ironic.
Yeah, it's weird. It feels weird to just attack a weapon, but I feel you.
Move
Especially
my
after
hunter's
David
mark.
was like, do it.
Move the hunter's mark.
Can that apply to objects?
Oh, actually, I don't think it specifies.
For now, I'm going to say no, because I think it has to be a creature.
Okay, that makes sense to me. Yeah, it says a creature.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so, 23?
That's a hit, though.
Okay.
Roll damage.
7.
Cool. 7 points of damage to the weird black staff. The arrow sinks into its slightly wider top where the strange branches are and where the smoke had been emanating. You notice that weird sickly black smoke has stopped emanating from it as well. Seems a lot of this thing has to do with whether or not something is in control of it. As the arrow sinks in, you all are immediately met with an ear-splitting scream. Just high-pitched, multiple voices, the most blood-curdling scream you've heard in a long time. But it sounds like it's coming from across a really big field, or maybe a lake. You're not sure. But it's horrifying.
Oh, maybe it's from
everyone.
the original tree that this staff was taken from.
Could be.
And when the arrow strikes it, all of the vine blights, similar to the shudder when the druid had raised it, but considerably more violent. Like they're all genuinely having seizures in front of you.
Cool. I don't mind vine blights having seizures or twig blights.
Yeah.
Let him seize away.
The one that had been on the window here clutching it as soon as the arrow hits it, lets go, falls off, hits the ground, and discorporates into vines again. Kelvin, you are staring at this staff, which now has a slight list to it, with an arrow stuck in its head. And there is this black, viscous sap oozing from it.
Its head.
Yep.
All right. He looks it up and down, sheaths his morning star, reaches out a gauntleted hand.
Oh no, you
grab
modulated.
it in an attempt to exert control over it.
Yes, kill it.
Okay. Oh, you're grabbing the staff?
Yes.
Interesting.
Bad move.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Duh.
First of all, I feel I should show you.
Oh, do we have a handout?
Indeed. The way I want to go about showing you is a little bit roundabout because I don't like the fact that it gives you the name.
Oh.
So give me just a moment. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, that was supposed to be open with paint, but okay.
That doesn't sound good.
We okay? Yeah, goodness.
Oh, yeah, no, it's, and Julie's kind of sickly this evening.
I feel you. We've
Sorry to
had
hear that.
some massive allergies lately. That sucks. Hope she feels better soon.
Yeah, I'll pass that along. Thanks, y'all.
Where is... Come on, I literally just saved it. I hate it when I do that. Save it.
Technology, ain't it great?
There it is. Okay. It's right there in the main folder because I'm a doof. That took entirely too long. I apologize. Crop. Save. Drag onto Discord so everybody can see it.
Oh, Discord.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I can't...
Give me a moment.
well, actually, I think
Okay.
I can actually put it on Roll20. Never mind.
Well,
I've
whichever.
got to. Yeah. Well, Roll20 will be easier to include in the recording, too, so we want to make sure that happens. Just a real...
It's just I'm running Discord off my phone, so I have to actually look at my phone.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll get it up on Roll20. It's not a problem. Pictures... That one. Boop.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
All right, where is it?
I'm getting ready to show it.
Okay, I thought I missed it.
No. You're okay.
No.
Copy to library. And it looks like it's going to be on the upper floor level here. Wow, it came out as a token. Why am I not surprised? Okay.
Well, that's okay. Just put it next to. Ooh, that looks like
that.
the Wicked Witch's staff.
It does kind of look like her broom too, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops, wrong button. That must be on the GM info overlay. Yep, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just reduce it to a token and put it next to Kelvin.
Yep. And make a wisdom saving throw, please, Kelvin.
Okay.
Oops.
13?
I'll go ahead and throw a D6 on that.
Yeah, go for it. That inspiration, that bardic inspiration.
Yo, yo, yo.
Roll high, roll high.
Okay.
16 total.
16.
Okay. Okay, you know that this can function as a magic quarterstaff. As this thing touches your mind and your being, and you touch it, you succeed the saving throw, and do not go mad as its presence becomes known to you. And you are suddenly aware of a single name, and you're not exactly sure what it means, but as you hear it whispered harshly like the point of a knife right in the inside of your ear, but nobody else seems to be able to hear it, all of the blights around you, their heads snap and look at you as you hear, Golthias.
All right. In that case, I will hold the staff aloft and say, "Hear me, denizens of plants. Tear yourselves limb from limb at my command."
Oh shit.
Let's see.
Oh, crack it over your knee.
The plants continue looking at you, and it seems like that sort of command doesn't register, which isn't surprising. Anytime you've seen most charming sorts of things that work this way, directly suicidal things don't seem to work on it.
Okay, attack each other.
Fair enough.
It's like attack each other until no one is left until the last plant is left standing to serve me.
Fair enough. Over the course of the next few minutes, a vine blight, very ragged and not particularly, doesn't look like he's got particularly much life left in him, comes climbing through the window, and the twig blights manage to obliterate all of each other. Like, the last one standing punches itself in the face as it kills the other one, kind of thing. They're just stupid little creatures. And sure enough, a vine blight comes stepping through the window, and I actually need to put him up on your side of the map. Boop. I'll take the Golthias staff thing away here. And now we'll just, after all of that extra stuff, we'll just show you the actual handout here.
Ah.
Oh,
All right.
cool.
Nice.
Oh wow, it actually shows you all the stuff it does. But yeah, you will...
Because.
You know that you can do these things.
Doesn't
Oh,
show
good.
me.
It
Holy
hides.
crap.
Oh, it just shows you the picture?
Yeah.
I can see what it does.
I've got the blurb.
You just have to
Yeah,
scroll
you scroll
down.
down, yeah.
I tried.
Hmm.
It didn't work.
It should be shown.
But that's
all.
okay because it's not in my hands.
That's right.
As long as Eric can
yeah,
see
no
it,
lie.
that's fine.
And that will actually go... where is Eric's character sheet? See if I can do this. I don't know if it will let me, but I'm going to try.
Oh god, is it cursed? Now he can't get rid of the damn thing?
I mean, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see.
I don't have any spells to help this time.
Is it just a... Can I actually... I wonder if I can do this. Nope, it just pulled the handout back up again. That's
Yep.
interesting. So yeah, you see there what it can do. Double checking. I'm checking the GM notes, which you should not be able to see. You shouldn't even be able to see the title that says GM notes, only visible to GM.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm not looking.
At the weird chaos that unfolds from that, Davian is going to, come upstairs. And we're out of initiative at this point.
Okay. I have my hunter's mark up to an hour, so if we pass that point, please let me know.
Okay.
Because I'm going to keep concentrating on it.
Sure, just in case.
Yep.
Holding on to that spell slot.
Well, actually, there's a vine blight up there I can attack, right?
There's a what? Well, there is a vine blight. A single one that after a few, let's say probably a good 30 seconds of tussling that you hear on the wall outside, and from of course you watch the twig blights there on the floor in front of you tear each other apart. That vine blight climbs up and stands next to Kelvin as though it's at attention.
Oh, okay. I won't kill it yet then.
Now that we're out of combat, I'm just going to take a quick look around the room and see if I see anything else of use in the downstairs area that we're at. Perception check.
Sure. All right. So we will look around the winery here. Let me grab
I don't see shit. That's a 3.
There's
Well, no, you probably
4
don't even
big
see that.
vats.
And a big puddle of wine on the.
Yeah,
floor.
that is definitely still
Are
right.
you ever going to turn that off?
Sure, go ahead.
You know, for a minute, I heard a big puddle of vine, and I'm like, oh,
You're modulating some fears. Is that just me?
No, those are
Yeah.
wines.
yeah. Here we go. Who's on first?
all right.
I suppose
I
Ben
will.
said it'd be who's on first.
Exactly. I'm going to go upstairs and check out around, do some scouting
Alrighty.
up above.
Roll some investigation. Where exactly are you scouting? You can just grab if you want. I'll do it. I'll grab and pull you up here to the north.
Well, I will be going. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be going around and up and through and checking out rooms and things like that.
Yeah.
And investigation, you say?
Yes, please.
Couldn't be perception. No, it had to be investigation. I rolled a big 4.
4. Well, you find sleeping quarters. 2 pairs of bunk beds occupy these rooms here. And I mean, just kind of what you see there. You see eating quarters. You got the printing press there in the open room.
Oh, printing press, eh? Oh, for labels. I get it.
Yeah. And let's see here.
It's all clear up here.
Good.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna look
Seems
at
to be
Davian
ransacked a
and
little bit of values, but not bad. Like
I'm
Who's
not
modest
here
keepings
to
anyway.
rob anyone.
Oh, I know. I was just letting you know that, like, just it seems like the druids have turned this place out at least a little bit.
Now, the other druid's body, that's something else.
The other druid didn't leave a body; it turned into an owl and flew out the window.
No, but the one whose head got blown up.
Ah,
He still left a body. He may have things on his body.
and Kelvin is standing over that at the moment.
Yes,
You were checking out
Calvin,
those
check
rooms.
the body.
Yeah.
I think Artesia was
Oh,
going to say
well-
something.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I was just gonna look at Davian and be like, so were those the 2 that you were worried about, or is there anything else in this winery that we need to look for? Do you know?
He squints and seems to count on his fingers, and he goes, "No, I'm fairly certain those 2 druids were the only ones in the winery right now, which is one of the reasons I woke you up when I did, is because I was fairly certain they were down to only 2. And we took out the blights nearby, and Kelvin seems to be handling the others. He's just eyeing Kelvin and the staff right now."
Oh, okay.
Worry not, worry not, Elder. As a headsman, we are taught to use the weapons of the dark against them. That is all I sought to do.
So far it's been
And,
worthy, but just make sure that the weapons of the dark don't bring you into their fold.
My training keeps me from such taints. And with that, I cast the weapon aside.
Oh, nice. All right, yeah, you toss it aside on the floor. The vine blight freezes again, and as it skitters, it kind of like, because you're forcibly like tossed it to the ground. So even with
Oh
its
yeah,
little,
no, it's to the ground floor.
yeah, even with its little root foot, it just it tries to grab for a second and then just goes the rest of the way over and just rolls pretty much like a normal staff as it rolls away from you, and you hear that whisper again of the name Golthias as it moves away from you.
Does it get injured from the fall?
Nah, not really. Did you go like top floor to ground floor?
Yeah,
Oh, my bad. Yeah, let's see.
tossed over the banister. Like, no,
Like
I'm
chucking
done
it
with
hard.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Just
see.
with utter disregard. He doesn't even look at it as he tosses it. It's just like, you need not worry. This is a twig.
Throw it
Nice.
into the vine down below it. Make it drunk.
And then it hits the floor. Let me see. Where did he go? Okay, there's its hits. It takes a solid. Did I say damage already? No. No.
No.
10 points of damage as it hits the floor, and combined with the damage that had been done to it from the arrow, that crack that it had formed near the head of the staff, where that black smoke had kind of been oozing out of, just goes the rest of the way down. The bindings that are holding the different pieces together all snap. The black smoke completely dissipates out of it, and again you hear that just horrifying scream of multiple voices being let out and fading to nothingness from a distance in the north somewhere.
Do you feel better, Elder?
He looks visibly relieved, and he nods, and he says, "Be careful. Not all things of this land are so easily overcome. Your metal will truly be tested here." He
I
says,
welcome the fight against the darkness.
the vine blight that had been standing inert when the staff breaks and disintegrates, the vine blight also again grabs its head, convulses, and discorporates, and you can see out the windows all of the vine blights that had been charging up the way and frozen, dotted here and there amongst the yard and the vineyard, have suffered the exact same fate as the staff breaks, and you leave the winery completely clear of all evil, at least from what you can tell.
Yes.
And Adventures, it is a little bit shy, but I'd like to stay online while we work on this. We can record it if we like. I'm not too worried about it if so, but I would like to say we have hit our first milestone. Congratulations. Everybody go up a level.
Awesome.
Huzzah!
I've been
forward
waiting
to
for
that.
this.
What'd
We
you
have-
say, everybody? What?
Everybody go up a level.
Oh!
Yeah. And what did you say, Kelvin?
I've been waiting for this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Extra attack.
Yeah, overcome the big thing, you get the big reward. It's time for a level. All right.
All right, so we go up a whole
Yeah.
level. As the XP that we go up just equal to that 4th level quantity?
Yeah, that's pretty
For
much the
5th level?
easiest way to do it, yeah. Because basically, since we're doing it by milestone as opposed to by XP, basically I find plot points that feel like accomplishments, big accomplishments, the end of a chapter, or at least the end of what one might say an episode of a TV show or something like that, a good cliffhanger or something of that sort. Accomplishments are really the good ones, and slapping a level on them when appropriate, Obviously, as the story wears on and the levels get higher up, the actual leveling may be further apart, and of course your challenges get tougher and tougher as we go on. But yeah, I try to aim to, I'm going to aim moving forward to try and work on giving out inspiration more often as reward, since the individual like XPs as reward doesn't really happen anymore.
How did you? I know you told us how to use inspiration at one point in time. What is your goal, your vision for it?
So there's DM inspiration and there's the bardic inspiration. Bardic inspiration will always work as written. My inspiration, I like to give it out because this is something I probably didn't approach at the very beginning, especially when you joined us at first, Daniel. I like to give out inspiration for role playing. And along those lines, I know that these last couple of sessions have been solid battle. And with that, I wanted to throw out there, because we have such a limited time, and because sometimes we may be stuck for an hour and a half playing with an encounter or half an encounter, kind of like these two went. I want you to not be afraid as players, as on your turns. Eric is great at this, to roleplay, to roleplay during battle. It's a free action to do talking. If you want to be the person that describes your the way you do your attack after I've confirmed that it hits, that sort of thing, then you totally can. If you want me to narrate it for you because you're more comfortable with my narration, or you like listening to it, because I feel like there's two different types of players. There's players that like to say what they want to do, and there's players that want the DM to tell them how badass they are. And I'm cool with either one. I have a blast with either one. But my inspiration goes toward people that when they do that go the extra mile to role play their character. Like for instance, Kelvin needs an inspiration point for tonight, because he definitely I think you're already DM inspired though, aren't you, Eric? I can't remember.
Yeah, I am. I've been holding on to it.
Yeah.
Really, if that save really bad, I'd have used it there, but I figured the Bardic was enough to pull me over.
For sure, yeah.
But yeah.
And it's a little bit of meta knowledge, but it's also in keeping with my character. I only grabbed for the staff because it's like, well, in character he would have training against it. Then I was thinking about it. He's proficient in wisdom and charisma saves.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's, like, those are the two saves where that would matter.
Absolutely, yeah. And I definitely don't want anybody to think that I don't want you to think, just as the DM, like a character like Davian, doubting you or anything like that. Is the DM doubting your ability or questioning your role-playing stuff?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I just
totally,
want to make sure, yeah.
like, yeah.
No, that was good stuff. I'm glad you made that save. That would have been a little interesting if not.
Awkward.
Yeah, yeah, just a little bit.
Well, I like I said, I hedged quite a bit against failing the save. It would have had to have gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, that's very true. I do have an interesting little bit that you can't even miss with a 4, Vin, that you did notice here. And this is, I think, where I'll call the recording, because this would be an interesting little tidbit. So in one of the sleeping quarters that you're in, as a matter of fact, the one that you're right in front of, there's a little wooden rocking horse, and apparently the bunk beds, the youngest boys that were in that family that you met, sleep here. But this rocking horse it's black, and it has these just wild eyes. It has painted orange flames where its mane and tail and hooves should be. And carved into the wooden nightmare is the name Bocephalus. And in similar writing, the slogan, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Wasn't Bocephalus the name of Strahd's horse?
It was. That's where we'll stop for tonight.
What?